Typically, folks, when you ask someone, what do you know about the Salvation Army? The two things that they remember, the Kettles and thrift stores. And that opens up the opportunity to tell them more about the Salvation Army, which I think is, pretty neat and cool. And actually, what interested me and for me deciding to come and work here. One thing I learned here is that Salvation Army is the largest provider of social services nationally, whether it's through food, feeding, shelter, rent, utilities, workforce development, anything, just even emotional and social and spiritual support. We are there. So one of the things actually that I'm working on right now, it's called the Social Service Expansion Initiative. And this is actually birthed out of, me talking to the divisional director of social services and saying, talk to me about your needs. So being able to hire licensed social workers, clinicians that can work with folks to really kind of provide that holistic wraparound care. So when you talk about the growth area, that's the growth area. Opportunity for major gift fundraisers to talk to donors, to talk to individuals, to talk about that work, I think is key. Another piece of that is it's called Bridging the Gap. Bridging the Gap is a program, is a youth diversion program for youths who, I'll say first-time offenders, and they appear before the court system, and they are recommended by the judge to go through this program, which Salvation Army puts on. And it's been really successful. We have about 6 programs that are running throughout Massachusetts, including an online piece where we're working with youths and teaching them life skills, help them build self-esteem, help them with, obviously if they're in school, if there's any tutoring, help, whatever the needs are to get them back on the right track and the right path and being successful. It's not to say that none of these issues, existed before COVID. They did, but I think what has made them more prevalent is COVID, where I think our systems, the states and nationally, have really been taxed in terms of what we provide to support folks. And on our young people, that's really, important. They are our future. And so how our team looks at it is how can we provide the resources to really help those in need, providing that resource.